In this world of wanting to become an entrepreneur, wanting to have an abundance of finances, right, and resources, you easily get caught up in another form of the rat race, right? So people say, oh, they don't want to work in 9 to 5. They want passive income. They want to be financially independent, right? You can go anywhere, do anything you want, buy whatever you want. You don't really look at price tags. You want that financial abundance, so usually you're gonna have to go through the entrepreneurship route, right? You're gonna want to, start a business, start investing your money, et cetera, et cetera. And you can easily get caught up in that same form of a rat race where you're constantly looking for these external materialistic things, or you're constantly looking for these external, I guess, just things to match your desires, right? You want the house, you want the car, you want the boat, you want all that stuff. You can easily get caught in that perpetual state of wanting and wanting and wanting. That's kind of what I'm trying to get at. When you're in this 9 to 5 rat race, you're constantly looking for that freedom, but trying to attain the material things can lead you into that perpetual state where you're never satisfied. Once you got the car, once you got the house, once you got all that stuff, then you want the bigger house and you want the newer car, and you constantly want more and more of these material things. And what will happen is you'll go 10, 15, 20, 30 years where you're never really satisfied. You never have that feeling of satisfaction, right? What I like to, my approach is feel satisfied now, feel grateful now for the things that you do have. And then that will perpetuate a reality where 5, 10 years, 15 years down the line, you're not in a state where you're constantly trying to get the next big thing, but you're more in a state of where you're grateful and you're glad for the journey, for the work you've been putting in, for the experience in and of itself. Not necessarily this needy energy where you're constantly needing these external things to validate yourself, okay? Hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully you guys can resonate with that message. I found myself in states where I'm looking, like I can't go like a week or a month or whatever where I'm like satisfied. This is old me, right? I would go through like a month where I'm like constantly thinking about what I want, and I want this and I want that. I need to focus on this, all of these things. And yes, it's good to push yourself. Yes, like this is your journey. You're going to be moving forward in your journey, hopefully, right? If you're applying all the things that I talk about. But you can come across a point where, like I said, you're going to find yourself in this state of wanting, right? It's a really, really deep and internal type of feeling, but you're never like satisfied. Like, when was the last time you went a week or a month or 6 months of your life just blissfully satisfied with life, like everything that's going on? Because you're able to reap the fruit of all the work you've been putting in, right? To upgrade your social skills, to upgrade your bank account, to upgrade your whatever it is that you want to better in life, right? Personal development, etc. You start to apply certain feelings and emotions now, like satisfaction, like gratitude, and you will find yourself in a state where you're constantly grateful and satisfied with what your external reality is reflecting. You see? And in my opinion, that's a much better mental state to be in for extended periods of time, right? It's like you enter a perpetual state where you're grateful and satisfied with life, and life is reflecting that. Like, that's what you're vibrating at, that's what you're putting out, and life is going to be giving you that back. You're going to see things working out perfectly for you. You're going to see synchronicities. You're just going to see the things that you want to see more of. You're going to be in that blissed out state internally, and thus by being in that state internally, your external will reflect it. You can easily enter that instead of entering a reality where you're constantly focused on, and it's a deep feeling of like wanting something external to fill an internal void. It doesn't have to be material things. It could be like a relationship. Like, you're constantly feeling like you want a relationship. Why? Why do you have that feeling of constantly wanting a relationship? Because you're not satisfied with yourself. You got this void that, again, you're trying to fill with something external. All internal voids need to be fulfilled from within, because nothing external can really fulfill it, if that makes sense. You gotta do the work. You gotta put in the work into yourself. You gotta level up your internal reality. You gotta focus on developing it, right? Thoughts, feelings, emotions, and beliefs, and then your external world and reality will obviously reflect it. All right, guys, so if you want one-on-one with me, you can sign up to the Patreon link in the description below. Please drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys next time.